For the past 3 years, I have worked on so many videos, and the most difficult part for me was to create a good title. I've always struggled so much while creating a good title because I did not know the exact framework where how to get a good title actually.
गरीबी में जीना कला है, हम सिखाएंगे तुम्हें.
But why it's important? In a research done by Netflix, they found that once you hooked your viewer with the thumbnail, you have only 1.8 seconds to convince your viewer with the title. So when it comes to YouTube, packaging becomes very important. Okay, so let's get started.
तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं.
Well, so this video is going to be a little long because I have put so much of research and all my experience into this video. At the end of the video, I'll also be sharing my personal framework that I use to write titles for my clients. Okay, so that's a secret and I'm gonna reveal it at the end. So let's answer the first question. What to keep in your mind while creating your title? So Derrel says in his book The YouTube Formula, when you are creating a title, you should keep focus on 2 points. Number 1 is macro points, which is also known as why. The second is micro points, basically what. Okay, let me tell you what's inside there. When we talk about macro points or why, so ask yourself these some questions. Why your viewers is coming on YouTube at first place? Why they're searching something? Why they're scrolling their homepage? Okay, so you have to answer these questions. What are the micro moments like while creating your title? It basically what problem your audience have and how you can solve it. This is all includes in the micro thing, or what we say is what. To know this thing, you have to answer some questions. For example, what do they need to learn? What is the solution of a problem that your audience is facing and you are solving that particular problem in your video? What would your audience find entertaining about this whole particular video? What encourages them to click? By answering these above questions, you will get exactly what your video is about, and this what you need to include on your title. So basically you have to use these keywords or the FOMO points that you found while doing this exercise. Let's move ahead. I was watching Jake Thomas podcast.
I've got a database of 408 titles right now. 61% of them have curiosity.
But how to build the curiosity in your title when you have only 40-50 characters to do that? Okay, the first thing you can do is include the fear. When you include a fear, our brain is wired to get attracted with negative things. So whenever you include don't do this, okay, so you're going to get click ultimately. So use fear in your video. And the second thing you can do is build desire through your title. So try to add some words which make people feel that I want to see what is inside. So whenever you see Mr. Beast title like $1 yacht versus $100 million yacht, so the gap is really big and you would like to see the transformation. So this is how he builds a design in your mind. So you have to master 3 emotions while creating your title. Number 1 is curiosity. How to create the curiosity? By other 2 emotions. One is fear and the second is desire. So these are the 3 emotions you have to master. Well, I told you to create fear in your title or build desire, but you cannot do this with every single channel. Okay, so you have to be mindful what kind of audience you have. Either it's browse based or search based. So here are some of the things you should keep in mind while creating title for browse based channel. Okay, number 1, the title should be short. How much short? Try to keep it like 45 to 55 characters because this matters a lot, like how your title is appearing on the home page on other format of a YouTube. So like how it's going to appear on TV, how it's going to appear on phone. So be mindful of that. Second thing you can do is you can use negative biases. So basically if you have a browse based channel, you can include negative emotions in your title. So there is like, it's a win-win. Third thing that you should keep in your mind, if you have a browse based channel, thumbnail has more importance than the title because your audience is going to hook by your thumbnail first and then the title. So these are the 3 things if you have a browse based channel. So let's talk about search based channel as well. So if you have a search based channel, basically if you have an educational channel where people are searching a particular topic, so if they're searching their topic, it basically means they have some sort of question. So the goal is to answer or solve a particular problem that your audience is facing. When it comes to search, you can create even a longer title. There is no issue if you are creating like using your all 100 characters, you can do that. So feel free to do that, but I would say keep it under 70 characters. And here the title becomes way more important than the thumbnail. If you have a shitty thumbnail, there is no problem, but you should not have a shitty title when it comes to search, okay? So answer the question correctly on your title when it comes to search. Last but not the least, what you should keep in mind is, in search based title, you do not have to use negative biases a lot. Google or YouTube is not going to rank you at least on the first page, okay? So keep that in mind. Try to avoid negative emotions here. You just have to answer questions, and you can do that by answering a simple question without doing negative things, okay? So let's move ahead. How to research for the outlier or very good titles. The number one is you have to make a list of competitors. So you grab 10 to 15 competitors you have in your niche and see what they are doing in their titles, what kind of words they are using, what kind of emotions they are incorporating, what sort of format they are using, how many characters they are using, okay? Then the second thing you have to do is create a list of 10 people you love to watch, subscribe them, and you also notice their titles. Same thing that you have to do with your competitor, okay? And note down these things. When you do this particular activity, you will start seeing patterns in the title. So grab those parts and start incorporating them in your title. This is how it's going to work, okay? Well, so you did a good research on your title. What next? Let me tell you 10 tips that you should keep in mind while creating a title, and I have just steal it from Derrel's book, The YouTube Formula. First, use active voice, not the passive voice, because you have to make it very clear and very easy to read for everyone. Number two, be relevant. See what's working in your industry and what's the news is going on. So you have to capture the trends and you can use that in your title. Number three, use questions. Number four, include numbers when it's a listicle format. Number five, state a problem and offer a solution. For example, the title is the Yamuna drainage and here is how to solve it. So I've offered a solution in my title also, okay? Number six, create urgency. Number seven, use a trusted source. For example, if you're talking about entrepreneurship, include Mukesh Ambani, include Elon Musk, and many more. Number eight, use emotional drama for your benefit. And Saurav Joshi does that a lot, so go check his titles. Number 9, capitalize some words in your title. Number 10, amplify with attention grabbing words. So for example, best, ultimate, revealing, secrets, these sort of words you should include in your title. So you know everything about titles, so let me tell you how to write your title. Create 10 different titles for your video and select top 2 of them and do A/B testing. Okay, so this is as simple as that. So here is a bonus tip for you, as I promised in the video. I'm gonna tell you what is my exact framework to write good title. So the number one, whenever I try to write a good title for any video, what I do is I note down every single keywords that comes to in that particular video. So since I have lots of keywords now, I go to the YouTube and search what people are looking for in that particular industry, and what sort of title are performing best. Okay, so I grab the patterns from there, or some patterns maybe, and I write 10 different titles or 10 to 15 different titles for my particular video where I'm working on. Okay, and I finally select 2 and experiment with that. Okay, and that works really well for me. So this was all in this particular video. If you find this helpful, hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button, and if you find this insightful, do share it with your friends so that they can learn it. If you don't know how to get the good ideas for your videos, I have already created a video recently where I have shared my exact framework how to find outlier video ideas. So go and check that out. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.
खत्म, बाय बाय, टाटा, गुड बाय, गया।